Hey, what's up everybody? Michael from RogueDeckBuilder.com here. We are doing our last game that I'm going to be doing for this series for my devoted discard deck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the game so far. We don't want to mulligan this. I think we have a Temple, we have a Devour Flesh to get some early removal, as well as we can build up Devotion to hopefully get a nice Gray Merchant down, as well as we have Nykthos to ramp into thanks to permanents such as Disciple. So I don't think we're going to mulligan this. Hopefully we start pulling to more gas. Our opponent did mulligan to 6. And looks like we are going to see an Elvish Mystic turn 1. Looks like we are playing green-red monsters. A little bit of a problematic deck for us, but hopefully we can start pulling to more removal. That's pretty much what we want. Just a lot of removal. Gray Merchant, I don't think we want that. A little bit too high costing for us right now, and we can't play it anyways. We already have one in our hand. So it looks like you're going to... Hopefully we don't see a turn 3 Domri. Of course we do. Of course we see a Domri. It's okay, wouldn't have been able to kill it this next turn anyways. So one bad thing about seeing those Elvish Mystics. So we can just... I think we just Devour... Do we just Devour Flesh? I think we Devour Flesh just to slow him down. Because next turn he could play Prelucranos or something if he just draws in another land. Whereas if we... And we want to do it while he's tapped out, because we can't do it in response to him tapping mana, so... I think we just slow him down. We want to start slowing him down to hopefully build up our own things. We have a Soul Ransom. We can take out some of his card, well, draw some cards and kill off some of his guys, but we need to pull a Hero's Downfall, like ASAP. Alright, well he pulls an Elvish Mystic, so there goes some more ramp. I wonder why he didn't scry first and then use Domri. Usually seems to be the way to go. Shrieking Affliction. So this is a little bit worrisome for us. This is the problem with not pulling any Hero's Downfall. We just Shrieking Affliction here. It's all we can really do. Next turn he can do a bunch of stuff. Get some more scry going. So he did it right this time. So he puts it on top, so obviously it's a creature. Or it's not a creature. Oh, Stormbreath Dragon. Oh, that sucks. Now we can Soul Ransom it to force him to grab it back. But he put it in his hand, and luckily we can Disciple for the full amount. Grab it back out of his hand. I think that's better than Soul Ransoming his Gore Clan. Double Stormbreath, of course. Of course. Well, we get rid of Stormbreath. This is not looking good for us. I think we have to Soul Ransom his Stormbreath next turn. We're going to be taking a lot of damage here, though. Probably 9. Problem with this is unless we pull a Hero's Downfall, we have really no way to interact with Domri. That's the one thing I don't like about this deck, and it's another reason why I wish I had Mutavaults to put some early pressure on, but, you know, it is what it is. So he's only attacking with Stormbreath. He wants to ultimate Domri next turn. Disciple. So, okay. So we can Soul Ransom his Gore Clan, attacking a Domri, keep his ultimate down at least. We're still going to be taking a lot of damage to Stormbreath. Although we can't afford to have Domri ultimate. Sadly, he doesn't come in... Sadly comes in on our side with Summoner Sickness, so that sort of sucks for us, but I mean, we're going to take, what, 8, 9 damage this turn if he decides to discard? I mean, if he doesn't discard, we can Gray Merchant next turn for 2, 4, 6... which isn't terrible. That's only assuming if he doesn't discard. If he discards, we'll only be getting 5. We need to pull Hero's Downfall next turn, or we're going to be in some serious trouble. So he's going to have to... So he can Mizzy Mortis his own guy. I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, that way I wouldn't draw cards. Thoughtseize. Does that really help? Well, we can still keep Domri off at Ultimate. Or Grey Merchant. Grey Merchant does sadly you can't redirect that damage. Let's see, we can make 4 Devotion. I think we Disciple. I'm gonna empty out his hand. We're gonna take out Flesh and Blood. We are gonna Thoughtseize the Mizzy Mortars of his hand. And now we can keep Domri off Ultimate. As well as if he's going to block, he's going to lose both of his Sylvan Caryatid and Elvish Mystic if he does that. If he decides to double block Gore Clan. If not... Alright. So just doing that. Alright, that's good for us. Back down to 3. So we're actually not in terrible shape, and he can't discard 2 cards for Soul Ransom, and now he's going to be getting chunked for 3. We're going to Grey Merchant next turn for a huge bunch of damage, so unless he removes a lot of my permanents with a... Well, actually, I don't even know what he could use, because he can't overload Mizzy Mortars even if he did pull into one, so it was really, really... luckily, he didn't discard cards for Gore Clan, but I don't think he wants us to draw cards, and I don't think he wanted to discard his cards that he had before. So next turn, we're going to be hitting down Grey Merchant for 2, 4, 6, 8, which is great for us. So unless... Well, even if he pulled into Flesh and Blood, he can't kill us this turn, so that's good. Liliana's Reaver was a good one. So how much mana can we produce? Oopsie. That was incorrect. 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have enough to play both. 4. Alright, so hit him for 10. That was a really good play for us. Huge Grey Merchant. Boom. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage. And we're going to swing. Let's see, blocks here, 1, 2, 3. Goes down to 3. I think we just kill off Domri, though. We don't want him to pull into more creatures or anything like that. Actually, probably. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so we can +1 again, but it's okay. All we have to do is buy one more turn, and he'll end up killing himself with Shrieking Affliction. So he draws us 2 cards, but now he's empty-handed, so Shrieking Affliction is going to be online. And there we go. Wow, we actually came back from that. That was pretty nice. Almost, we dodged a Domri. Sadly, he conceded. But this was a really good game, and it was nice, you know, being able to stabilize there. It was a little bit scary when I saw double Stormbreath Dragon as well as Domri getting close to Ultimate, but But yeah, that was a really fun game. I think I'm just going to upload this anyways, just because it showcases, I think, what this deck's supposed to do pretty well. And I think this one went a lot better than I thought it would go. I actually thought I was going to lose to Domri ultimating, but it wasn't terrible considering we didn't pull a Hero's Downfall for Domri. We were able to, I think we made the right decisions, and I think the fact that he didn't bring back his Gore Clan a lot sooner, I think if he would have brought back his Gore Clan sooner and just kept putting more pressure on, I think that would have gave him the win. But yeah, this one's going to be a little bit of a shorter one to upload, but I still hope you guys enjoyed watching it. It's a pretty fun game, so I want to be able to show it to you guys. I am working on an article for roguedeckbuilder.com, so if you guys haven't already, be sure to bookmark that website and be sure to check up on it. I am going to be starting to write articles for it, and as well as hopefully get some more gameplay content similar to this. Again, thanks a bunch to Kevin for lending me some of the cards that I needed for this deck. It needs a little bit of fine tuning, but I think as you saw, it does have potential. It's, I don't think it's as strong as the typical mono black, but I think it's in my opinion, it's more fun than just playing Pack Rat or Desecration Demon and just swinging out. I think I think there's a little bit more strategy involved. Not saying that mono black doesn't require strategy, but I think this alternate win condition or slight alternate win condition through discarding is actually pretty cool, and I really love cards like Shrieking Affliction. Just it makes my day when they actually work. And actually, this deck doesn't prove too poorly. I think there's some tweaks that could be made, but again, if you guys have any suggestions or comments on this deck, be sure to feel free to leave them below, as well as be sure to check out the main Rogue Deck Builder channel by Kevin, and I will definitely talk to you guys when I come up with a new deck, hopefully soon. I did just create a burn deck. It's a little bit similar to Brad Nelson's burn deck, but it's not as creature heavy. I'm gonna try and find a nice burn deck that I can make. I really want to use the card 5-alarm Fire. It's not an amazing card, but I think it could be pretty fun to try and make that work. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed watching all these games, and I'll be sure to try and maybe borrow some more cards from Kevin, get some of my other decks on MTGO, and hopefully show you guys those as well. But again, lastly, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.